Welcome back to my channel, Trend News World TV. Not with answers, not with pics, not with pain. 8 children gone. And according to the report, the man responsible was not a stranger. It was their own father. Let that sink in. The same person meant to protect them became the one they needed protection from. A home that should be safe turned into the most dangerous place of all. This is not a strategy. This is a warning. Because if something like this can happen inside a family, then we have a bigger problem than we want to admit. So don't just watch this and move on. Think about it. Talk about it. And ask hard questions about it.
Breaking news, a man killed 8 children, 7 of whom were his own, in a mass shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana. The suspect, identified as 31-year-old Army veteran Shamar Elkins, is believed to have killed 7 of his own children, along with another child connected to the family. 2 adult women were also shot and remain in critical condition. The mayor of that city describing the crime scene as horrific. 8 children discovered in a home, all of them shot and killed. Police say the youngest victim was just 18 months old. The oldest was 12. Police confirm the attack was not random, but stemmed from a domestic dispute that escalated into extreme violence. Investigators say a total of 10 people were shot, including 8 children between the ages of 1 and 14, all of whom tragically died. Authorities say the situation unfolded across multiple locations, turning it into a fast-moving and complex crime scene. After the shootings, Elkins allegedly carjacked a vehicle and attempted to flee, leading police on a pursuit. The incident came to an end when law enforcement shot and killed the suspect during that chase.
They killed my baby. I don't wish this on nobody.
They killed my baby. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Breaking news. A man killed 8 children. 7 of them were his own. This happened in Shreveport. The suspect, 31-year-old Shamar Elkins, an Army veteran, police say he killed 7 of his own children and another child linked to the family. 2 women were also shot now, fighting for their lives. The mayor called it horrific. 8 children found inside a home, all of them shot. The youngest, 18 months old. The oldest, 12. Police confirmed this was not random. It began as a domestic dispute and turned violent. In total, 10 people were shot. 8 children between 1 and 14. All of them did not survive. Authorities say it spread across multiple locations. After the shooting, the suspect carjacked a vehicle and tried to flee. Police chased him until officers shot and killed him. Now investigators are still searching for a motive. Early reports point to family conflict. So tell me, how does something like this happen?
A gunman took the lives of 8 children in Louisiana, and what police said next left the entire nation completely speechless. This is now the deadliest mass shooting in the United States in more than 2 years, and the details coming out of Shreveport, Louisiana are absolutely devastating. The shooting occurred around 6 in the morning on Sunday at 2 separate homes. The victims ranged in age from just 1-year-old to approximately 14 years old. A total of 10 people were shot across both locations. But what makes this story even more chilling is what Shreveport Police Chief Wayne Smith revealed at the press conference. Some of the children were directly related to the suspect. This was not a random attack on strangers. These children knew their attacker. Like and share this video so more people can hear about these innocent lives. The gunman fled the scene after the shootings in a stolen vehicle. Police pursued him, and officers fired at the suspect during the chase. He later died. 8 children, 2 homes, 1 Sunday morning.
8 children have died because of a mass shooting that happened in Louisiana. We all know how this is going to go. We're going to say we need gun reform. Republicans are going to say, it's not about guns, it's about mental health. And because of that, I want to remind you, Trump and Republicans gutted healthcare. They gutted Medicare, Medicaid that help provide mental health services. They gutted funding in schools that help provide mental health services. They've actively stood in the way of millions of people getting mental health care. So I want you to know that when Republicans tell you, oh no, this isn't about gun reform, it's about mental health and healthcare. If that was truly the case and we don't need gun reform, we do. If that was truly the case, why did they kick so many people off of healthcare that covered mental health services? Did you all cut the funding and access to mental health services because you know that's not what leads to these mass killings by guns? Or do you truly believe that this is solely a mental health issue and you don't give a fuck? Just a reminder for everyone.
We have horrific news right now. Another mass shooting in the United States of America. 8 children are dead. 10 people have been shot in a horrific shooting in Louisiana. Happened in Shreveport, Louisiana. The children aged 1 to 14 years old. 10 were shot, 8 fatally. 8 have died. The shooting occurred overnight, and we're just now learning about it from the Shreveport Police Department. Officers shot and killed the suspect, the responsible for this horrific mass shooting. I reported earlier this morning about the 4 to 5 other mass shootings that we've seen this weekend, but nothing compares to what we saw in Louisiana right now. 8 children dead. 1 to 14 years old. 8 children dead in the United States of America, and yet another mass shooting. When is enough enough? Absolutely horrific. Another Sunday morning, another mass shooting. I'll have more updates for you soon. So follow along and spread the word so that people are aware of what's happening in America, because unfortunately, mass shootings have become normalized.
This was the nation's deadliest shooting in more than 2 years. Police say that the gunman shot 10 people, killed those 8 children here in the house directly behind me, then stole a car at gunpoint and led police on a chase. All of this early Sunday morning.
Police say Shamar Elkins killed 8 children, including 7 of his own, in an execution-style shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana, early Sunday morning.
When he returned here, he began to execute children.
The incident started as a domestic dispute around 5 in the morning. According to police, Elkins shot a woman in the face at one house, then went to the house where his children were and shot another woman. Police say he pursued the children, even as some of them tried to escape.
Were they crawling out of windows to get onto a roof?
Yes, so actually this house right here that you see behind us, there's a window right above the garage. They actually climbed out of that window, we believe, and unfortunately one of the children was actually located deceased on the roof. So we are working to determine, we do believe that he shot the child while the child was on the roof trying to get away.
Police say the shooter then stole a vehicle from a driver at gunpoint and led officers on a multi-parish chase. When he stopped in a neighborhood and got out with a gun, officers shot and killed him.
We believe there were multiple weapons used here. There is a handgun that was recovered at this scene, and then there was a rifle-style handgun that was recovered on his person.
One of the adults shot was the wife of the shooter. Both women are hospitalized and expected to live. Photos posted to the gunman's Facebook page show him with several children. One posted just 2 weeks ago, captioned, "With all my kids, what a blessed day."
The kids played in the yard every evening.
Fred Montgomery lives directly across the street. He said there were no signs the shooter would do something like this.
Just yesterday evening, he was sitting on the porch, and I waved at him. He waved back. The children were in the yard playing, and I just come in the house. And then this morning, we woke up to all of this.
The coroner's office released the names, the ages of all those children. 5 girls and 3 boys, as you mentioned, all between the ages of 3 and 11 years old. Elkins had previously pleaded guilty to a weapons charge. That was back in 2019. Nate, police are still investigating what it was that led up to this incident.
A mass shooting in Louisiana today that killed 8 children. 10 of them were shot between the ages of 1 and 14, and police say this is tied to a domestic dispute, and they still are working to learn what the details were, what the motive was, but they say it spanned across multiple different locations, and there's still very little information, but they killed the gunman. So the gunman tried to leave by stealing a car, and so they ended up chasing him down and then shooting and killing him. But 8 children between the ages of 1 and 14 lost their lives today.
Day in Shreveport. This morning around 6 a.m., Shreveport police found 7 children dead inside of the gray home right behind me. And on the roof, they found another child dead, and all 8 juveniles were shot and killed, spanning from ages 18 months to 14 years old. Police say most of these children were shot in the head. Another child was in the home, and he did escape the gunfire, but he is being treated at a local hospital.
I just don't know what to say. My heart is just taken back. I want to let the community know that all of my resources are out here processing every piece of evidence at every scene, and at some time in the near future we'll be able to give some more conclusive information about exactly what took place.
An adult woman was in the home at the time and she was shot but escaped to the house next door. While she was in there, she did call Shreveport police. In connection, another adult woman was in a different location in the same neighborhood on Harrison Street. She was shot in the face and is still in critical condition. She is believed to be the mother of some of the victims. A man who claims to be her father, Bulo Mays, was at the scene this morning.
I was just with my grandbabies the other day, and we was having so much fun. And I say for any grandparent out there, be happy. Be happy with your grandkids and have fun with them. I'm just praying that everything will be all right for my daughter. She's in the hospital right now. She's fighting.
In total, there are 11 victims, again, 8 dead and 3 living. The suspect is also dead. He was shot and killed in Bossier by Shreveport police after he fled the scene in a stolen car. SPD believes multiple firearms were used in the crime. Justin, SPD has confirmed that the shooter is named Shamar Elkins.
A gunman took the lives of 8 children in Louisiana, and what police said next left the entire nation completely speechless. This is now the deadliest mass shooting in the United States in more than 2 years, and the details coming out of Shreveport, Louisiana are absolutely devastating. The shooting occurred around 6 in the morning on Sunday at 2 separate homes. The victims ranged in age from just 1-year-old to approximately 14 years old. A total of 10 people were shot across both locations. But what makes this story even more chilling is what Shreveport Police Chief Wayne Smith revealed at the press conference. Some of the children were directly related to the suspect. This was not a random attack on strangers. These children knew their attacker. Like and share this video so more people can hear about these innocent lives. The gunman fled the scene after the shootings in a stolen vehicle. Police pursued him, and officers fired at the suspect during the chase. He later died. 8 children, 2 homes, 1 Sunday morning.
Do y'all see how many kids have lost their life to senseless gun violence in 2026? You have a mass shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana. 10 people were shot. 8 of those 10 people are pronounced dead. And 8 of those 10 people are children, not grown-ups, not gang members, kids, babies. Police say around 6 in the morning, a man went house to house, multiple locations, and opened fire. 8 kids between the age of 1 and 14 are dead and gone. Let that sit with you for a second. 1 kid had to jump off a roof just to survive. 2 women were severely wounded and somehow still survived. And here's the part that is different. This wasn't random. Reports are saying that this was domestic, meaning that this wasn't a stranger. They're saying that some of the children that died were the gunman's descendants. You hear how sick that sounds? And after those soul-crushing shooting situations, he hijacked a car and tried to get away. The police chased him down and they end up taking his life. So now you got a situation where the only person that knows why this happened is gone. 8 children, families destroyed, and you gotta ask yourself, what kind of anger, what kind of darkness would make somebody do this? Because that wasn't just violence. That was something deeper. This is a sad day for the United States of America. Shit like this should not be happening. I'm out.
Oh my God. Family is still crying. A home is still empty. And 8 young lives are still gone. This didn't happen in a movie. This didn't happen in a dream. This happened in a real life in Louisiana. And the hardest part, it could happen again if nothing changes. So before you scroll away, before you forget this story, ask yourself one question. How many more lives have to be lost before we finally say enough is enough? If this story touched you, don't stay silent. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Share this video so more people can see it. And remember, there were not just numbers, they were children. They were loved. Thank you so much for watching.